Hi, this is a short demo of the Exchange and Office 365 emailer from Expert 360. So we're going to start as usual by building a LightSwitch app. Okay, so first point, as normal on all of our demos, is we need to go in and add the data extension. We're going to add both the emailer and we'll add in a Office theme pack just for a bit of variety. Okay, so this will add in a Office Blue theme, I think. Okay, so this demo will basically use our extension to create some LightSwitch screens to allow us to send an email. It works with both Silverlight and HTML5. So we're going to go and add the WCF RIA service. And what we'll do is we've got a standard connection string we're going to use for this extension, and we're going to paste that in. Obviously, I'm not going to show that on this demo. So there are two entities on the emailer, the email entity for sending emails, and we have a configuration entity. So let's go in and build the screen now. So we've got the two entities there. You can see you've got various different features available on the extension, and we've got the settings object as well, which we'll use for our Exchange setup. And we've got various functions available on those two. So let's go ahead and add a screen for each of those, which is a straightforward list and detail screen for each one. So that's the email screen created. So all very easy as normal. And we'll add in the list and detail screen for the configuration object too. Okay, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and run that. All right, so let's quickly kick that off. So this application is basically going to take our Office 365, in this case, settings. It's going to use a standard username and password, which we'll set in our configuration string, which means we can deploy that to any IIS or Azure server we want. It will take that from our web configs and use that. On the domain level version of the adapter, we also have the ability to override the email username and password, but we'll go through that on a separate demo. So here we go. So we're running the emailer now. And what it's doing now in the background is connecting to our Office 365 and retrieving the version number. So we'll go to our settings object quickly and just check that's returned something that we like. Okay, and we can see the various settings there. We've got our Exchange URL, username, whether it's been auto-discovered, the version number, which is good, our domain, which we're limited to, and we've got some activation information there for the licensed versions of this. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll quickly actually try an auto-discover, which is the recommended way of running Office 365. So we're going to try and pick up the Exchange URL based on our username. This can go off and sometimes take 10, 20 seconds. But it's recommended by Microsoft as a way to find your most relevant Exchange URL. So we've added it in as an option there. Ideally, if you do that, you want to add that to your config file, and it will speed everything up on startup as well. Okay, so you can see actually it switched me over to obviously a closer URL, and it's got my auto-discovered set to true there. So let's go ahead and create an email based on those settings. So we'll add in a quick subject line, and we'll send that to our standard info for expert360.com email address. We won't CC or BCC. We'll add normal and normal for their standard option lists we've defined. Obviously, you can make a slightly bigger text field for your body, or you can use, actually programmatically add HTML in there. And we're going to auto send on save. Again, we've got additional options here for attachments and for delegates and for overriding the username and password for the user. So let's just go ahead and save that, and it's pretty quick. Off it goes, and it's done. Send OK. that's pretty much it. So you can see it's sent my email, and yeah, all done in a matter of minutes. We've got a few additional options available. Obviously, I'll create a demo of the attachments, how to create attachments and how to load an attachment to an email, but also I'll do a version of this demo for the domain license settings, but you can override delegates and users for sending email only on each email. Okay, thanks for listening, and feel free to come and try that on Visual Studio Gallery or from our website. Thanks for your time.